ranking the top 10 NHL hockey players of all time. The greatest players in NHL history revolutionized the game. Whether it was Bobby Orr proving a defenseman can be a scorer, Wayne Gretzky owning the league, or Gordie Howe playing in 5 different decades, they became transcendent figures in the sport. But who's the greatest? More than half of the top 10 was captured largely in black and white during their professional days, so most players featured are of yesteryear. Although past generations still rule, one current star managed to sneak onto the list. Welcome to Endless Sports. Subscribe now so you never miss out on any of the greatest facts about sports and the latest trending sports news. Let's get into the video. Number 10. Sidney Crosby. After watching Sidney Crosby hoist the Stanley Cup for the 3rd time in his career, it probably became difficult for hockey historians to deny Sid the Kid a spot in the top 10. The number 1 overall pick of the 2005 NHL Draft, Crosby established himself as a legend before turning 30. In addition to the trio of cup wins, he's won 4 Prince of Wales trophies, 3 Ted Lindsay Awards, and each of the Conn Smythe, Art Ross, and Maurice Richard trophies twice. Through the 2017-18 regular season, he's amassed 411 goals and 705 assists. Crosby, who has notched another 5 100-point years, should continue rising up the top 10 before his career is over. Number 9. Bobby Hull. Although his son Brett eventually put up more impressive numbers in the NHL, Bobby Hull carved out a place in history thanks to his speed as a skater and shooter. That combination resulted in his nickname, the Golden Jet. The left winger registered 5 50-goal seasons in the NHL, ending a 15-year career as a member of the Chicago Blackhawks with 604 goals. He ultimately crept to 610, which at the time ranked 2nd and is now 17th, following 7 seasons with the Winnipeg Jets of the 𝐦𝐤𝐤. Hull won the Hart Memorial Trophy MVP in 1964-65 and 1965-66, and secured 12 All-Star berths while in the NHL. Number 8. Guy Lafleur. Guy Lafleur was both productive and consistent at a legendary rate. From 1974-75 through the 1979-80 season, the Montreal Canadiens' right winger posted at least 100 points. Not only was Lafleur the first player to reach the century mark in 6 consecutive years, but he tallied no fewer than 119 in each of those seasons. Though his Montreal career ended unceremoniously, he's remembered for winning 5 Stanley Cups with the franchise and a pair of MVPs. Lafleur's 1,353 points still rank 27th in NHL history. Number 7. Mark Messier. Mark Messier's 26-year NHL tenure included 12 seasons as a member of the Edmonton Oilers, 2 stints with the New York Rangers, and a 3-year stop for the Vancouver Canucks. The 15-time All-Star celebrated the majority of his accomplishments with the Oilers, winning 5 Stanley Cups and claiming 1 MVP honor. He won another championship with the Rangers in 1994, providing clutch moments in both the conference and cup finals. Messier crested the 100-point mark 6 times, including 107 in his 2nd MVP season, this time in New York, and sits 3rd in NHL history with 1,887 career points. Number 6. Jean Beliveau. Even if you include the 1950-51 and 1952-53 campaigns when Jean Beliveau made a total of 5 appearances, the Canadiens legend won a Stanley Cup in exactly half of the seasons he played. That's just absurd. A 1972 Hall of Fame inductee, Beliveau won 10 championships and twice led the league in goals. He's one of only 47 players in history to hit the 1,200-point mark, amassing 1,219 for his career. Beliveau won the Hart Trophy twice, the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoff MVP in 1965, and made 13 All-Star teams. Number 5. Maurice Richard. The first player in history to notch 50 markers in a campaign, Maurice "Rocket" Richard is the namesake of the award now given to the league's top goal scorer at season's end. Richard, who earned 14 All-Star nods, accomplished the feat in a 50-game 1944-45 season. He won 8 championships with the Canadiens over an 18-year career and also became the first player to 500 goals. When he retired, Richard's 544 markers stood as an all-time record. He totaled 965 points in 978 appearances, en route to a 1961 induction into the Hall of Fame. Number 4. Mario Lemieux. One of the greatest goal scorers ever, Mario Lemieux owns 4 of the 17 highest single-season outputs in league history. Wayne Gretzky is the only other player to tally 69 goals on 4 separate occasions. Lemieux began his storied Pittsburgh Penguin days with 6 consecutive 100-point campaigns, peaking at 199, the 5th most ever, prior to an injury-shortened 1990-91. He'd ultimately record 4 more 100-point years despite a bout with cancer interrupting the prime of his career. After initially retiring in 1997, he soon became the majority owner of the financially ruined franchise. Lemieux eventually returned to the ice in 2000 and played 5 more seasons. The Pittsburgh legend totaled 1,723 points, won 3 Hart Trophies and 2 Stanley Cups, and made 9 All-Star teams. Number 3. Bobby Orr. Famous for his leaping celebration in the 1970 Stanley Cup Final, Bobby Orr was the first historic offensive defenseman. In 1969-70, he became the first defenseman to ever lead the league in points at 120. Orr finished second with a career-high 139 the next season before returning to the number 1 spot with 135 in 1974-75. Number 2. Wayne Gretzky. The Great One is the best scorer ever, and it's not close. For a simple explanation of Wayne Gretzky's dominance, consider this. He totaled 1,963 assists over his 21 years. No player in history has collected more goals and assists combined than he has assists. And you can add 894 more goals to that account. Mario Lemieux is the only other player to register 160 points in a season, hitting the mark 4 times. Gretzky did it 9 times, maxing out at 215 and breaking 200 4 times. Gretzky, who hoisted the Stanley Cup 4 times, captured 18 All-Star nods, 10 Art Ross trophies, and 9 Hart trophies. He holds numerous career records, most notably points, goals, and assists in both the regular season and playoffs. Number 1. Gordie Howe. Gordie Howe broke into the NHL with the Detroit Red Wings in 1946. After 32 professional seasons and even skating alongside his sons Marty and Mark, the right winger played his last game in 1980. Mr. Hockey spent 25 years in Detroit, winning 6 league MVP awards, 6 scoring titles, and 4 Stanley Cup championships. He became the author of the Gordie Howe hat trick, which is accomplished with a goal, assist, and a fight in a single game. Howe, who also played 6 seasons in the WHA, wrapped up his career with 41 points as a member of the Hartford Whalers. Otherwise, 1,809 of his 1,850 NHL points happened in Detroit. Nobody has appeared in more NHL games, 1,767, and his 22 consecutive 20-goal NHL seasons remain unmatched. Those marks are likely to stand the test of time. And that's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed this upload. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for even more great content just like this. Thanks for watching. See you soon in another one.